RPM here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day. Today's video, just wanted to talk about Kaspa and their network hash rate just jumped up to a petahash. It looks like it did come down as of recording under a petahash, but it did hit over a petahash on April 11th. And I just wanted to play a clip in a video I just made yesterday and just to show you guys the prices can change all the time. And we all know that Kaspa could garner a lot more network hash rate, a lot of terahash on the network. We're probably going to hit up to a petahash here. I'm going to say in the next month, maybe less. And so I was wrong. It didn't take a month. It literally took like a day and we hit over a petahash of network hash rate. So found that to be pretty funny. And so I want to do some funny calculations in today's video and also just food for thoughts. Looking at all the different hardware that's out there right now, and especially these super scalar K10s and multi-miner M2s that I want to talk about as well, all right? And just do some fun stuff. So before we get into it, thank you to today's video sponsor.
Introducing the OctoMiner OctoTank 12 Home Immersion Cooling System. The future of cryptocurrency mining and home heating. Quiet, cool, and efficient. The OctoTank 12 allows you to overclock your ASIC miners up to 70% to get more performance for your money. Compatible with up to 2 ASICs. Fully plug-and-play system. The immersion system ensures that your miners stay cool. Perfect for garage or basement heating. Up to 150 square meters of heating capacity. Clean and minimalist design. Fully weatherproof. Designed to last for years. Save money while keeping your home warm and cozy this winter. Order yours now.
So it's been pretty nice that Bitcoin has hit over the 30K mark. And I mean, generally, as Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up as well. And so if we go, let's see, the past 24 hours, I mean, we got Neoxa pumping, we got Dynex going up, Equilibria, Radiant being a pretty prominent GPU mineable coin, more so the past couple months here. And we can't forget about a lot of other coins as well. But as we've been seeing over the past 6 months after the Ethereum merge, a lot of proof of work GPU mineable coins have been going up and being generally profitable. But that, of course, really depends on how much hardware has been slowly also been coming online, and that we can really see that with Kaspa. Now, whether or not that is a bunch of FPGAs that have been coming online, we've been seeing a lot of reviews of people, turning on their C1100s, of course the Osprey E300s, very prominent FPGA that's been more so talked about the past couple months, and these have already been shipping out. So people have been receiving these, and these are monsters. They do 14 gigahash at around 500 watts, depending on how you overclock them, give or take. And of course, we got GPUs. The competition for mining Kaspa right now, it's been generally pretty nice for GPUs. But now, as the network hash rate keeps rising, as it becomes more difficult, GPUs will not be able to compete against more efficient hardware, such as Osprey E300s or any of the FPGAs that are out there right now. You guys can see on my list here, the watt per hash, obviously a lot more efficient on these types of FPGAs. And the Superscalar K10 that was announced, whether or not people call it an ASIC or an FPGA, until we see someone that opens this up, looks at the chips, or gets some, manufacturing details, then, I mean, because the efficiency is pretty close to, these other FPGAs, just not quite sure how these are manufactured until we see someone open it up. I am going to get one here pretty soon, and so I may be able to open it up. I'm not quite sure, depending on if there's a lot of heat sinks on it, then I may not, but we'll see. But you guys can see relatively against the GPUs that the efficiency is getting a little bit worse and worse here. But as the older generation GPUs or AMD GPUs, looks like they're a little bit less efficient, not by much really, but when it comes to like the A series GPUs, or the infamous RTX 3070, or the huge RTX 4090 with the price point of $1,600 gets 105 watt per hash. But were any of you guys ever curious of the network hash rate of how many of it, a certain type of hardware that's being utilized on the network right now? We had this big jump from April 10th, about 850 terahash to over 1.04 petahash. So I want to do some fun math here. Okay, so 1 petahash is 1000 terahash. So let's just say, for instance, we got the calculator out here. Let's just say a typical 3070 can do 461 megahash. Let's say we put in 461 megahash. Okay, so that is for typical 3070 at around 50 watts. So that's going to be 0.461 gigahash or 0.000461 terahash. So what if we did 1000 terahash, which is 1 petahash, divided by 0.000461. That should give us roughly how many 3070s could be mining on Kaspa. We obviously know that Kaspa right now is not all just 3070s. It's going to be FPGAs, mixture of, everything, mixture of a lot of GPUs. But just for fun, right? Just for fun, we can see that, dividing those two numbers, it would be almost 21 million RTX 3070s. Now, in my mind, that doesn't seem too far-fetched. That, I'm not quite sure how many RTX 3070s have been manufactured out in the world. I'm assuming more than 2.1 million, 3070s are out there. I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe more than 20 million, 30 million 3070s. I mean, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people who have giant, GPU mining farms out there that have more than 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 GPUs. So it's not too far-fetched to think about that, this type of hardware, assuming a lot of other hardware that's mining Kaspa right now, it's not just 3070s, of course, could be, 3090s, 6800s, 1080 Ti's, 5700 XTs, a lot of the, there's millions upon millions of these types of GPUs out in the market right now. So it just goes to show, right, as we go up here in the efficiency for these other, these FPGAs, it's going to be a lot more prevalent as we're seeing huge hash rate gains here. So that could mean, obviously, there's these types of hardware, like the C1100s, not quite sure how many they're out there. Osprey E300s, I'm not quite sure how many are out there. The Superscalar K10s, which were just announced, I think literally a couple days ago, a week ago. We're not quite sure how many of these are going to be manufactured. I've heard some rumors of about 10 or 20 of them have been only manufactured so far. I'm not sure if there's been any private manufacturing of these, but then also multi-miner M2s or the older BlackMiner F1s that have been reprogrammed or that has the bit stream to mine Kaspa. So for example, that's a good, let's say 10.5 gigahash. So actually, if we go to the gigahash here, let's just put 10.5. Okay. So that's going to be 0.0105 terahash. So if we did, for instance, 1000 terahash divided by 0.0105, that's going to give us 95,238 multi-miner M2s. Just an example, I definitely think there is not 95,238 M2s out there, but it's just to put in perspective how many of them would be needed out there to mine over 1 petahash of the current network hash rate of what Kaspa is right now. Just funny to think about. But also, let's say Osprey E300. These are 14 gigahash. So actually, if we just went to the calculator, let's put in 14 gigahash here. Same idea, same calculation. We just do 1000 terahash divided by 0.014. That'll give us around 71,400 of these E300s. Now, I don't think there's definitely not 71,000 of these, but I'm going to say there's a majority of the amount of the network hash rate right now for Kaspa is going to be GPUs, and then the next one is going to be, I'm going to say, a lot of these FPGAs. I'm not quite sure how many. I'm going to say in a couple thousand, 10,000 units of these, and the rest is going to be a lot of GPUs. And then soon, as these superscalers start coming on, which is 36 gigahash, okay, which is pretty decent. I'm going to say in the next couple months, maybe 500 of them are going to be manufactured. So if we just did 0.036 times 500 of these K10s. That'll be about 18 terahash, all right, respectively. 18 terahash. That shouldn't be a massive dent to Kaspa at all, all right? So just to give it some perspective there, right? So that means a lot of other hardware out there is coming online. I mean, 150, almost 200 terahash has come online the past couple days here. That is quite a bit. So I'm gonna say a mixture of GPU farms, massive GPU mining farms have turned on maybe, and just other people that have had hardware just sitting, like myself, maybe turning it back on. Just a lot of people out in the world are now mining Kaspa. It does show 138,000 different mining wallet addresses right now mining Kaspa. It could be thousands of GPUs under one address. So just to give that, information there. But anyways, just a fun thing to do, just to figure out roughly what type of hardware is out there, how many could be on potentially, and just to give you guys some perspective of that kind of stuff. Okay, my friends, that's all I want to do in this video. Interesting to note that, yeah, Kaspa has just been having a lot of hash rate move over, but it's not the most profitable coin if you're looking at hash rate. I know, of course, it's going to be Dynex, Nexa. I've been seeing Radiant at the top of the charts. Yeah, Kaspa's been going lower and lower, but still okay, depending on what your electrical cost is. On a typical 3070, it's looking at 11 cents kilowatt hour, making about 20 cents right now. But that also depends on the price of Kaspa, as it does change all the time. And as Bitcoin starting to go up, I mean, as the market starts going up generally, that might be okay. That might bring up the altcoins as well as we go along here in the next, who knows? Not sure if this is the bull run or not, but we're enjoying the ride. We're enjoying and what's happening right now, what's transpiring right now for those that are in GPU mining, crypto mining as a whole. You guys are keeping up with this news anyway, like myself. So, I mean, we're all enjoying it, accumulating for the next run up, the next bull run. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.